Hey guys, I'm Brad Wilson with Wild at Heart Wilderness, and pretty soon I'm going to try to start making videos again for YouTube. But for today, in the meantime, I just wanted to try to make a quick video to update everyone and explain why I've stopped making videos. It wasn't really anything I intended to do, it's just kind of the way it worked out. I had different things going on all at once that took me away from it, and then each time I tried to get back into it, I had different things come along that took me away from it. But looking back on it, I believe that ultimately God was at work in my life in that way to kind of help me work on some things so that Wild at Heart Wilderness can be better. And what I mean by that is Wild at Heart Wilderness isn't just a way for me to get out here and try to learn and share different things I'm learning about the wilderness, but I also consider it to be a way for me to share my faith, to share the gospel. So therefore, I believe it's a ministry. And it may not be a ministry like people who are preachers at a church or people who are missionaries, but in some small way, I do believe that it can be used as a ministry to share the gospel. You know, Paul tells us in Corinthians that God gives us different abilities and talents and passions, but they all come from the same Spirit. And he goes on to say how different parts of our body, though they seem insignificant in comparison to other parts of the body, they're all very important. They're all equal, you know, when it comes to the body as a whole. So even though Wild at Heart Wilderness may seem insignificant to other forms of ministry, I do believe that it can still be effective in sharing the gospel. But having a ministry and living the Christian life in general, but especially when we get to that point where we're trying to share the gospel, it's very much a battle. It's very much a fight. And any fight or battle that we go into, we have to prepare ourselves. We have to train for that. And so I believe that God took me away from making videos to teach me that, to tell me that I need to not only read the Bible, but really study the Bible. And I need to work on some other things in my life, things that are sinful, things that I've struggled with, and really try to get those things out of my life so that He can better use me. You know, the Bible tells us that sin separates us from God. And so, you know, we have to really work on that in order for God to use us. God is constantly working in our lives to sanctify us, which means He's trying to make us and you know, forge us. I like to use that terminology, to forge us into the man or woman He wants us to be. So I believe that once again God has been working in my life in that way by taking me away from YouTube for a while to help me get prepared for that. So hopefully that kind of clarifies everything and lets you know why I've been absent from YouTube and making videos and stuff. But I feel that I am at the point where I'm ready to start this journey once again. And I think this is the perfect time to do that because in circular thinking about life, this is a season, you know, it's springtime, it's the season of new life and new beginnings. And so I really believe that we're at a point where Wild at Heart Wilderness is ready to be revived and come back to life. And we're going to really try to hit this thing full force in the next few weeks. So I thank you guys for watching. I thank you guys for all your support and your patience and all of that. So as always, I'm Brad Wilson with Wild at Heart Wilderness, and until the next one, get out in the woods and be wild. Thanks guys.